Did you enjoy Cleveland?
I did, and you and I had a chance to talk then.
Time,
I think for people, it was wonderful to see the guys on the floor at halftime, but some of the great moments were pregame when all of you were in a room and greeting each other, pictures were taken, hugs and everything else. I mean, that's why we're in this business. And those were lifetime memories, putting aside from me just getting to watch it, but you could tell for the multiple generations of players in the room, I mean, to be in that select club of the 75 greatest, and for those, you know, some we've lost, obviously. Vast majority of guys were there. There's some COVID concerns, some issues, some guys couldn't come, but it was remarkable. And it was so special. I remember when Dennis Rodman walked in.
Listen.
And you know, even, you know, I'll say one thing about, I thought when Chris Paul, you know, who just stepped down as the president of the Players Association, he took a mic. I mean, it wasn't planned, but just on behalf of the current players who are in that room, and for him to say, we stand on the shoulders of the guys who came before us. I know in looking at some of the older players in the room, you and I know it may seem corny, whatever, to people aren't part of this league, but it's meaningful to hear that, even for the greatest of all time, that maybe didn't certainly make the kind of money or same kind of global fame or recognition, or maybe aren't so well known by players today, but when you're hearing it from today's great, that is so meaningful.
Another level of appreciation, you know, because we all got to have a path. It's always great to know who's came before you. I love that part. I was watching you throughout the whole, I guess, the weekend, and I watched from Quavo to 2 Chainz to politicians to players to ex-players to current players, and I was watching you just work the room, just so transparent. Where's that come from? I know Commissioner Stern, rest in peace, was not like that. Your transparency is radiant. Like, I watched you walk in the room and it was dull, and I'm watching you in this, like, I don't want to say trees and shit was growing at him, but you gave it life, man. Where's that come from, man?
I have to say, I don't really think all that much about it. I think in part because it's just who I am. I think there's an authenticity we all bring to our positions. I don't think those kinds of encounters are something where you can write a manual for it. I think just like you, I really like people. And I think, again, I'm pinching myself, realizing how fortunate I am, particularly in that setting, because it's one of the things that makes the NBA so special and unique. It's this confluence of people. To your point, there are stars from the world of hip hop, other generations of music, you know, from culinary world, political leaders, athletes from other sports, just regular folk. And I think that to the extent that I've been given this opportunity, not because of any particular skill of my own, but sort of given this title, given this opportunity, to the extent that I, as a representative of the league, can work the room, so to speak. The room happened to be an arena, and move around and just show appreciation for being there. But also, I will just say from my part, it's genuine. I enjoy it. I like the people. And there's so much that's divisive, obviously, these days. And recognizing sometimes the NBA adds to that divisiveness in times when we take positions on things. But at the end of the day, the game on the floor is incredibly unifying, that love, that passion behind basketball. And when all those different people can come together and we can be the conveners of it as the NBA for AllStar, on top of that, to have the 75 greatest there. By the way, Michael Jordan, truth be told, I think it wasn't always clear he was going to be able to make it. He's a NASCAR team owner.
That was classic for him to
Daytona, come in. And, you know, his team came in second. If they had won, I'm not sure how he would have made it, but he made it, and he was there. And you saw that smile. He couldn't take it off his face.
From all of us.
And then it wasn't, in case people are wondering, yeah, the cameras were rolling when he was out in the court, but then third quarter started behind the scenes. And as he said, when he was with the fellas, and, you know, for Michael or you or Magic or any of the greats from this league, everybody's busy. They're all over the place. There aren't that many opportunities. And there's things that, and I'm an observer here, but where you guys who have been champions, who have been the greatest ever at what you do, there's only some things, and I think sometimes it's just a look or a few words that where you're all in rare air and you can share things with each other.
Yeah.
And part of it is, it's not always so easy. And maybe you can let your guard down in a way that maybe a person on the outside doesn't want to hear how tough it is, or that you can't sleep, or you have your own anxieties, but that among that group of guys, and I think that's what made that back room so special, is people saying like, we're all in this together, and isn't this so special? And when you get a little older, put some context on it as well.
And then too, all the people that helped us along the way, the Leah Wilcox, the Russ Grandis, the Rob Thorns, the Chris Chin, like all of them was there. And it's just, you know, especially now day and time where we at, it was good to see everybody get there.